Hi Kochemos, it's Caidyn K. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it is the end of week 3 of school. I am currently at home for the weekend because, well, I just miss my mom, I miss my brother, I miss my kitty cat, and that's actually one of the things I'll be talking about. But before we get started, please like this video, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends, make sure that you have other people subscribe. I got a comment saying that I should do edits in my videos, and in order to do that, I need this. So please have people subscribe to my channel. And then also you can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and TikTok. Snapchat and Facebook are private. Instagram and TikTok are public, but I will still be posting notifications there. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So in my classes, we'll just start with those. So for those of you who are new, I'm taking 3 classes: Principles of Counseling and Psychotherapy, Women and Gender Studies, well, it's an intro class, and then Sexual Identity. So I am a psychology major, and I'm a double minor in Women and Gender Studies and Sexuality Studies. I hope to do, at least when I get my bachelor's degree, I want to be either a research assistant or a technician of some kind. And with my minors, if I don't get that job right away, I would either want to be a domestic violence or sexual assault advocate. And so right now in my psychology class, I am learning about the Adlerian theory. So basically it's another old guy, like Freud. Well, no, not like Freud. As far as I know, Adler is not a pervert like Freud was, so we'll just leave it at that. So I'm learning about the Adlerian theory. And then in my Intro to Women and Gender Studies class, we've just been learning about, like, pretty much like sex and gender. So like your sex assigned at birth, and then gender identity and expression, and also about gender roles. And then for sexual identity, we've been learning about the Freudian theory. So yeah, I'm kind of getting a bit bored in my sexual identity class because every single psych class I have taken thus far in college, we're always talking about Freud. It's like, can we move on to someone else? Please, can we move on to someone else? But I understand that it's important. And then this is really sad news, but this week, my mom had to put one of my cats, Louisa, down. So for those of you who don't know Louisa, you can look at my YouTube shorts, and I have a YouTube short of, I mean, it's not very pleasant, but it was a video of my cats, Louisa and Kaluka, fighting. So Louisa's the brown tabby, and Kaluka is the calico. She's actually right here. Kaluka! Say hi to the camera! I think she just wants to show her butt instead. Her big fluffy butt. Okay. But yeah. So basically what happened is that Louisa has been sick. At first it started as like a respiratory thing. That got a lot better, but her appetite wasn't the best, and she had also urinated on the couch twice. And then the second time she had peed on the couch, my mom took Louisa to the vet again and got blood work. And it turned out that she had, like a tumor on her intestines. She had cancer and kidney disease. So my mom had to put her down. Unfortunately, it was when I was at school, so I wasn't able to come down. And because of, you know, the severity of her condition, it wasn't best to delay that. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to say my goodbyes, but I have photos of her, and my mom is getting me some paw prints and some fur of hers so I can remember her by. Now, my mom typically did not go that route with the other cats that we've had, but Louisa, even though she was only with us for 4 months, because we took her in after her owner passed, she and I became pretty close, especially during like fall and winter break. And I just, you know, I loved her. She was amazing. She was a lap cat, and she would allow me to rub her belly, which most cats do not like. And whenever I would put my hand out for her to sniff, she would like twitch her little nose and like tilt her head, and it was just so adorable. And she also had like this little like patch under her mouth that made it look like she was grumpy, even though she wasn't. She was actually really sweet, except to Kaluka, of course. Yeah, so that happened, and then 2 days ago was when it had been a year that my great-nephew Luca had passed away, and it really, you know, I worry about my sisters, you know, I mean, and my nieces and nephews as well, because, I mean, this was really hard on them, and, you know, it was hard on me too, but, you know, I know that Luca is in heaven, and he's in a better place, but it is still a loss. I mean, because of how busy my schedule was, and, you know, my dad is 64, so he doesn't have as much energy as he used to, and I don't drive yet due to medical conditions. I was not able to see Luca, and I wasn't able to go to his funeral. Also, my dad and I were having some issues with our relationship as father and daughter, but, you know, we are talking again, so, which is great, but it's been so hard, and, you know, I wish that I didn't let my issues with my dad get in the way of going to the funeral, or, you know, going to see Luca, but that's something I'll have to live with. And, you know, I am a saved Christian, so I will one day see Luca in heaven, and, you know, yeah, it's hard because it's like, I am not going to see, like, any school pictures. I'm not going to see him, like, excel in sports or arts. I'm not going to see him, you know, I'm not going to see his prom pictures, and, you know, I want to get married one day. I was hoping he would be my ring bearer, and unfortunately, none of those things are going to happen, so it's just really hard, but, you know, I'm trying to stay strong, and, let's see. That's pretty much all that's been going on this week. But yeah, this was, you know, just like a short and sweet video. Not really a lot happened this week that's necessarily new. Oh, actually, wait. there actually is something else. I might be moving out of my dorm again and switching my roommates again. It turns out that, so there's like a roommate profile that I have, and one of the questions they asked was whether or not I was a morning person, a night owl, or an afternoon person. Now, I put a night owl. It turns out that I'm a morning person. I mean, not in the sense that I want to socialize with people in the morning, but in the sense that I'm more productive. And my roommate did not like the fact that I was getting up at 5 a.m. So, yeah, I'm probably going to end up switching roommates to a roommate that is more tolerant of that. But, yeah, I just, I got to do what I got to do. I want to get good grades, and I'll do anything to do that. So, yeah, but that was the end of this video, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. I love you all, and I will see you all soon. Bye.